Asclepius you can get in this. I'm going to read from 2 books. One says Jupiter, one says Zeus. I want to read now. This is the ancient text that was taken out of the Library of Alexandria and smuggled into Egypt and then smuggled into Greece and translated into Greece. And this is what it says. Now, the Creator controls, the Creator, his control is in the place that is between earth and heaven. So don't say no goddamn Creator no more. No, just back up a minute. This is some good shit here. Remember I told you that the deity that most of the people pray to? Let me give you the diagram. Remember this now. Look at this. This is the heaven realm. The chaos sphere. This is the heaven realm. This is the earth, right here. There is an entity called the sun right in between the earth in this particular sphere, which you call the Father. He is a subordinate deity that is up under a greater deity, Sirius, that has a mother that he comes from called Nut, triple blackness of space. Okay? Nut, Sirius. Then they had a fall of a deity that one of the sisters, Sophia, had a child that wasn't halfway formed. He fell down here and pretended he was God and created, and he took the earth, which was a spiritual earth with a spiritual sun on the inside, and covered it over with a physical creation, and made physical bodies and said, I am a jealous God, there shall be no God before me. There is a God before him, and that's the god Sirius, which is known as Sut, which is known as Set, which is known as Greek Sophis, which is known as Satan. But the Samaria word is Shaitan. We'll get into that in a few minutes. I'm going ahead of myself. You know, as a brother, it's funny because I got a friend named Robert Flowers, and his father is very spiritual. Father could read, and his father told him in the 70s. He said, one day in the near future, you're going to find out that the God that you worship is the devil, and the God that you hate is God, or is the Most High. So now listen what it says here. Now the Creator is the one who created the physical earth. The original person is self-created because it's not creation at all. It's this primal energy, and that's what the fuck we are. To create something is to create something new. And to create something new is to create something that's an offspring from the original. We are the original. Now, listen. The Creator, his control is in a place which is between heaven and earth. Now, you got to listen to that. You say God is in heaven. They're saying that this particular between heaven and earth, he is called Zeus. That is Platonus, that is his life, Platonus Zeus, which is the Lord over the earth, over the sea, and he does not possess the nourishment for all mortal living creatures. For it is the core who bears the fruit. The core is the primal chaos energy. You get it? These forces, always powerful in a circle of the earth, but not those other ones, are always from, see, it's in fragments. I'm reading, always from him who is. Now, just back and hear what that goddamn shit said. First of all, what I'm reading from here is before the damn Bible, it's for the Quran, it's for the Torah. This shit even is before Egypt. This is a part, but this is the book. This is just a scripture. This is another breakdown that they found in 1945. This is the material. Shit come from Atlantis. So this is the book, Hermetica. So now we ain't dealing with no religion here. Now I want you to just hear that shit, what it just said here. Listen. I want to read this again. The Creator. You say, oh, the Creator. Who created man? Who created motherfucking man? Not us.
Come on. Say it again.
You are before creation. You the fucking Alpha and the Omega. You are darkness. Before there was light, there was motherfucking darkness. You get this shit? The Creator who created man. You ain't no motherfucking man. Man is what you became after you fell. We're going to go into this shit tonight. You got to see this shit here. We got to go into it. I'm just there on the tip of the iceberg. And if I high self, now don't fuck up now. Allow me to pull this shit off. We might be able to do this shit tonight. Now, I know you're standing up. Look, y'all motherfuckers don't need to leave, because I'm telling you, you ain't going to hear this shit from nobody else. I don't give a damn who out there motherfuckers do it. Tell them, do they know the mysteries of Satan? No, ain't none of them teaching it. Farrakhan ain't teaching it. Rabboni ain't teaching it. You see what I'm saying? None of the motherfuckers teaching it. No, don't get it wrong. The powers of evil is good. See, this shit is totally different what you think. See, listen. I've been talking about the Satan and all the words and shit, but I was applying it to the good God and saying, no, Satan is actually a good God. No. The motherfucker is evil as it say he is. But evil is only relative to what you're thinking about. Now, I got to go into this shit and tell you what the motherfucking evil is. Evil is good. Good is not evil, because good don't do shit for your motherfucking ass, but keep you stagnant. It's energy. Energy. Look here, goddammit, you got a building before you, and you need to tear that building down. You can't pray that building away. You got to drop a bomb on that bitch. Either the big ball or what they got that new shit called implosion. Right? We talk about energies. Evil is your new nature, but it's not the type of evil that you're thinking it is. It's relative to the physical world. That's the white man. You understand where I'm coming from? We got to back all this stuff. So evil is good. Hate is good. See, it's a new theology. You ain't going to hear this shit from nobody else. So y'all don't need to leave here tonight. I'm telling you. I came into my motherfucking... I've been waiting on this shit about 5 years. And I'm telling you. But you got to ask your spirit. What you got to do is you got to deprogram yourself from all fundamentalism. Okay? You say, well, Allah is the best motherfucking knower. But you the fucking Allah. The arm, the leg, the head, the leg, the arm, and the head. So if you the best old knower, that means you know a new theology, not the motherfucking shit the man is following. You gods now. Now you got to become God now. And your function is to damn kill the world. But you can't kill the world praying. You got to have a certain destructive energy. This is a new theology. I'm dead on the money. Now I got over 100 fucking videos out. And you know I can go long and I can damn back up what I do. You see what I'm saying? I ain't damn toot my own horn, but I'm telling you, I got this shit now. And I've always been a humble person, but for the first time in my life, I got this shit. I got it. I knew it was coming, but when them planets lined up, I went to a new motherfucking level. It started coming in August. I said, I got this shit, and it started coming. Now, anybody who has heard my stuff, you know that I've been a transformation from when I started out. And I started out pumping then, but now it's almost like in a whole other dimension on what I'm saying. And I'm not bragging anything. I'm trying to tell you a transformation. Because I didn't do it by getting a group of people having to follow me. I got this shit with cold, hard, cold, lights getting cut off, hungry, car breaking down, motor riding. I got this shit on the grassroots level, you understand, with a cosmic mind. So I'm not bragging on this shit. I'm telling you, I got this shit tonight. So y'all got to stick around and hear this shit, because it's some badass shit. It's a whole new transformation. I'm saying this with confidence. Now, listen to this again. You got to listen. They just told you the key. That don't sound right. Satan, listen. It says, now remember, this is the Asclepius. This is Imhotep. This was the builders of the damn step pyramid before the fucking first pyramid. But then again, that's bullshit, because the first pyramid was built in Atlantis. But Imhotep wasn't no slow leak motherfucker. You need to learn about him. That's the father of medicine, who went to the God realm. He's talking to Tahuti, Asclepius. Now look at this. Listen to what this shit says. Now the Creator has control in the place that is between heaven and earth. If something is between that, that means that ain't the original motherfucker. He just created down this shit here. That the motherfucker you don't even be fucking with. Because he created a prison house and got you trapped in the shit. We're going to go through the history of this thing tonight. Because some shit slipped our ass in the Afrocentric movement, and there's a whole body of literature nobody fucking with. Because they thought it was white. But I'm going to back up the history of this thing. Y'all stick with this. It's going to be some awesome shit. You want it, you got it. Toyota. Listen. His place is between heaven and earth. He is called Zeus. Jesus, Jesus. That is his life. Platonus, Zeus, is the Lord over the earth and the sea. Well, the Christians say Jesus is God. Jesus is God. He is. He's God. And God, we didn't even use that word God in ancient civilization. That word actually, in actuality, is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed German deity. We use Netta, Orishas. You know what I'm saying? We didn't use the word God. That's a new creation. But look, but they'll put God up in here just to show you, because you're used to that word. But listen, he is over the earth, the sea, but he does not possess the nourishment for all living. You are immortal, but you live on a mortal plane now because you live in a physical body. Listen, creatures, for it is at the core that bears the fruit, the fruit of these forces. Is always powerful in a circle of the earth. Hear that shit? Wait a goddamn minute. It says that the real power, the nourishment that bears the fruit, and the real power of the black man and black woman is not between heaven and earth. They say, where? Well, it's at the core, in a circle. But where in a circle? In a circle of the goddamn earth. The core of the motherfucking earth is what you've been calling the goddamn devil. Think about your shit. You hear that shit? This is some great shit here now. Then you can understand why the Christians is telling you to rebel against Satan. No, you better rebel against God. Because that motherfucker that you call God is the damn embodiment of evil in our enemy. Motherfucker gonna keep you down here all these damn years praying to him, and your damn condition get worse. I don't give a damn how much money you got out in the damn suburbs. Your people, I am my people, and my people is me. My people in concentration camps, my people bumming for goddamn quarters, my people on motherfucking damn Old English 800. I ain't saying not to drink. Shit. Now you can drink the liquor and everything. Just drink some motherfucking Budweiser, because Old English 800 is piss. They pee in that. Remember I said that urinate in the malt liquor? Listen to this. These forces, the forces that are from the fruit, are always powerful in a circle of the earth. The circle of the earth, the core in the circle of the earth is under the damn earth. Don't worry, we're going to get to it. We're going to get deep. These are riddles now compared to how deep we're going to go tonight. Because we got to go straight Satanism. That shit, that Satanism, bitch. Man, if the damn Christian came up in here, they'd swear out I'm a motherfucking skinhead. And y'all going to be cutting up children tonight. Just to hear that word, you go, oh, damn. What did this man get me into? Should you call on God? I want to know where that motherfucker gets you. The core that bears the fruit, which is in the circle of the earth, but of the others are always from him who is. So they're saying that the other powers are always from him who is, which is Zeus. In here, they got the same translation, but they say that whom we call Jupiter, occupies the space between the heaven and the earth. It is Jupiter, Plutonus, that rules over the earth and the sea. But it is but see, this the new translation. The guy got a little confused. This should say he does not have the nourishment for all mortal things. This say he who nourishes all mortal things, and all. And see, they done flip the scripts, you see. That's how they flip the damn script. Now, but my point is, they done flip the damn script in damn 92 compared to damn 1945. They did the shit in the Quran. The Quran says, our God is the God of Sirius, who created both male and female from one single ejaculated semen. You see what I'm saying? But it also said that the motherfuckers went way up under the earth. Didn't it say that shit? That's who, that's, okay, all right then. So you got it backwards. Okay? Now, let's go on. Because we're going to go into this in a few doggone minutes. We're going to go into this in a few minutes. It says that, let me see if I got the page on this thing. It says that in the late days, this is a white boy giving a warning. He gave this warning to the crackers last year. He said, I'm telling you that the Jesus that you call is coming is going to be more like the devil. Because to use that word, or let's just say the Christ who is coming is going to be more of what you think the devil than what you think of as Jesus. Now, than what you think of as Jesus. Now, let me explain something to you right now. The Bible tells you what it is if you read it closely in Revelations. It says that, and even the mystery of the Antichrist, they say that the Antichrist will come and he will sweep 1/3 of the heaven up under his influence. You ever heard that before? Okay, now let's listen to this. Let's see who the fucking Antichrist is. The esoteric Antichrist is the Christ. The word ain, which means nothing, which is triple blackness, is black Christ. That's another thing. The one that the doggone Bible is giving you a clue, but it's also trying to trash the Antichrist. Well, let me explain what it means. Let's deal with the biblical thing on how you think. It says that the Antichrist will come and he will sweep 1/3 of the heavens under his influence, and everybody will be worshiping, not the Antichrist, it wasn't that, it's the false Messiah. That's what it was. Let me get that right. Everybody will be worshiping the false Messiah. That's what it was. That's what I get hung up. The false Messiah will come and will sweep 1/3 of the heavens under its influence, and everybody will be worshiping the false Messiah and perceive him to be the Messiah. You've heard this before, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, let's listen to this. Okay, now. Now we are in the year 2000, so now we can look at hindsight. Who rules now in the damn world? What does most motherfuckers worship? Jesus, right? So now, if the Bible is true, if we are in the end times, so you can say 1930, you say, well, you can't make that statement now, because the world ain't over now. But now we can look in hindsight, because we done went through our ancient history. Honorable Elijah Muhammad came, Noble True Ali came, Afro-centric community came, you even got Rabboni came, you got me, you got Dawood, you got a whole bunch of people. Motherfuckers ain't listening. They still, the mass of the people is worshiping who? Jesus. You even got, goddamn, they got new Arabs for Jesus now and Jews for Jesus. You know the Africans been taking over, but now they got Arabs for Jesus now and Jews for Jesus now. So Jesus is dominant. Now, let me show you something here. Sometimes dominant don't necessarily mean how many people, although they got more Muslims in the world. It don't mean how many people worship. The dominant also means what is the ruling powers into. And what is the phenomenon? Jesus is reaching more motherfucking people now. You see. So the flavor, if they say that it will sweep 1/4 of the heavens over, that can't be Horus. It can't be Satan, because nobody don't worship Satan. Oh, you hear that shit? Did you hear that shit? It can't be Satan, because nobody don't worship Satan. The false Messiah has got to be Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody worship Jesus. Jesus don't do shit for them, but they still worship him. Now, if that ain't a damn a fucking tyrannical, brainwashing demon, they say, well, you know, he deceives people. They say that the great Satan deceives people. Well, you don't worship Satan, you worship Jesus, and that's a deceiver. Think about it. Not only is it a deceiver, the world was taken over through what? Christianity. Right? Okay? And then not only did it take over Christianity, the land that it took over, they started worshiping what? Jesus. Fucking nigga in the equator, blacker than 1,000 midnights, talking about Jesus. He ain't talking about no black Jesus.
No.
He talking about a cracker.
Black. Come on.
See what I'm saying? Fucking Chinese talking about Jesus. Can you believe that shit? It's irrational for a motherfucker from Asia, Chinese man, talking about Jesus, a damn Eskimo talking about Jesus. That don't make no sense. But all the other people that had their own sacred deities, which was all one, nobody into that shit. So the false Messiah's got to be who? Jesus. I've just proved it. If the false Messiah is supposed to be one perceived to be the Messiah, and we know based on the history, he has done what? Kill motherfuckers. That's all the shit did. What happened? Everybody died under Jesus, right? So who is the false Messiah? It gives it up right there. You understand what I'm saying? It gives it up right there. Okay, going right along. Let's see something. See what we're going to deal with here. First thing we need to deal with is, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and take this break right now. Let's take this break right now. Let the people go and get some Cheetos, whatever, because we got to deal with Satan. We got to deal with the demons. And I'm going to show you who the demons are. Information the cracker begged me not to get. And I start reading who the demons was. They say, well, the demons live on the earth. Yep. So what we're going to do is y'all go do that. I had to put the Jesus thing in there because we got to come back to that. But y'all go for the break. And when we come back, then we got to go into straight Satanism. Shaitan, the prince of darkness, Beelzebub, Baphomet, the evil one, all the shit that you scared of, the demon, the monster, the beast 666. We got to get into that. But we're going further than that. We got to get into this particular part. Come on with it. All right. Huh?
Like with the last part we said, he said there would be those that come in the name of Christ and will receive many.
That's right. We'll come in the name of Christ. But Christ,
I mean, they mean that.
right. Jesus coming in the name of Christ because he is not the Christ.
Right.
But the Hermetica, this one is out. This is the one. Okay, I got this is my stack I got to use. That's my stack. Okay. This has a day to their damn self. Allah is you and you are Allah. You know what I'm saying? You are Allah. Are you ready? You got you on? Okay. Now, we got to deal with the origin of this particular Zeus and who did Zeus kill? In order to do it, we got to go to the Greek mythology. Because let me explain something to you. The most ancient thing, and you know it's got to be ancient because I don't give a damn how much expert you are. You don't know shit about this. So therefore, you know it's got to be ancient because you ain't talking about it. That's right. You don't deal with this. Let's deal with this. The Typhonian tradition matured, declined, it matured and declined even before the first monumental stage of the ancient Egyptians. That means when they came into Kemet and they asked Manetho who ruled, he said we had damn 10,000 years of ruling. 10,000 years of ruling. 300 pharaohs in the dynastic, 500 in the pre-dynastic, which adds up to about 10,000 years, give or take. They say, well, who used to rule before then? They say, that's when a whole bunch of gods used to rule. You just started with some motherfuckers that was over you. No, we used to be the gods, but we was plunged into the physical realm and we became humans. And that's what we got to go into. So now, the Typhonians. But see, the problem is, the reason why we don't have this particular information, and now we have left it up to the white boys to come in and tell us all this shit about Atlantis and shit. They don't know what the fuck it is. You notice how they always talk all this shit and they don't never have no color in it? Well, where are the people? What were the people? You understand what I'm saying? They'll never have no damn color in it. So what were the doggone people? You see. Now, they get you let the brother in. So, what happened? Unfortunately, the Egyptians or the Camites, whenever they would have a newer people would come over and take over, they would destroy the other people's records. That was their thing. But what you don't realize is the other records survive because the people migrate out. So those particular people migrated to Mesopotamia, Babylonia, or hell, it was all probably already there at the same damn time. This is migration shit. We was all over the planet Earth. When we was in Atlantis, hell, we was one people that did one thing. So because we go and see some shit Egyptian in the Easter Islands, or some Egyptian shit in Hawaii, we just thought a motherfucker migrate. No. It was all one shit at one time because it wasn't even called Egyptian. The Egyptians didn't call themselves Egyptians. They say the Camites, but then they say we the Netters. Then they say we the Netteru. Then they say we the Nephas. Then they say we the Nephilim. We ain't got no damn name for our ass. We are that we are. So we Moors. We all of that shit. You see? We just the shit. There ain't no name for us. You see what I'm saying? There ain't no name for us. Now, dealing with this, the stuff it didn't migrate. The stuff that was already out before the Egyptians destroyed the stuff was in Arabia, Mesopotamia, Babylon, Chaldea, and all of that. The Chaldeans later on migrated out and were called seafarers, called the Phoenicians. The Phoenicians called themselves also the Eturia. And the Eturians migrated to Greece and Rome, and it was named the Etruscans and later on Troy, or Trojans. They left a mythology there that you call Greek mythology is ancient Typhonian mythology. So see, the Afrocentric shit messed us up. See, they don't understand concepts in history. Yes, later on, thousands of years later, the white Greeks came into Egypt and plagiarized stuff out. You understand? What the Afrocentric community didn't understand, there was an early Greek, which was the Etruscans, who had already had an ancient shit, which was in Egypt, and ends up being the most authentic shit, even than the Egypt shit you got now. Why? Because the Egyptian stuff, the pyramid text, is a later text. You know your history. It's a later text. Even though it's the oldest book we got in the world, it's a later text. But in the beginning of the book it says that Set was the origin of all the gods, but he fell. And we're going to go into the whole fall thing tonight. So it was a later text. So the later text came out of Egypt, or either what we think is Greece is new. Yeah, you got new Greece, but the text that the ancient Etruscans put there is old, and it's the Typhonian thing. The Hermetic material, Hermetica, is a form of the Typhonian. So we're talking about something ancient. So the word Typhonian, you get the word Set, or the word Soot, you get the word Seth. Now I'm going to show you what a true God is. If you go to Hebrew, you will find Seth. Seth. Right? If you go to Greece, you will find Seth in Greece. If you go to the Gnostic scripture, you will find Seth. If you go to the Bible, you'll find Seth. If you go to Egypt, you'll find Seth. He's the only deity that's in all of them. He's the most true and ancient deity. You see what I'm saying? Now, this foot Set becomes Sethion. Sethion. I think that's how to spell it. Or it becomes Soot on. Later on, Shaitan. In the SH, Shaitan, same people, they have linguistic things. We also use a T. We also use a T. We use a D. And we use a SH. We use all these different sounds and stuff, but based on the migrations of the tribes, Shaitan is also pronounced down the road Titan. Titan and Shaitan or Satan is the same thing. You get satanic, Titanic. So now we got to find out what the fuck the Titans are, because we done went through all of this, at least in my studies. Now we got to go into the history of the Titans, and that's where you find this motherfucker, this hiding, this Jesus bastard who ain't shit. See, the brother Walter Williams, he just introduced the information where he broke it down and said Jupiter and Zeus. But he didn't go into it and study the Greek mythology, because we always fuck up. The Afrocentric people did it. They thought it was some white shit. They didn't know that it was the ancient people, the Etruscans and the Etrurians. I'm the motherfucker brought that out. And see, because see, Spirit told me back in 94. They say, listen, never, they tell me that always you will be on the books. That means that never, ever say because you got to find it in a book that it's true. And later on, they reveal the books. So, A&E came on one night and they say the Etruscans. And the Spirit said, them the original Greeks and Romans. That's the Spirit just said the shit. And as the program went on, them crackers stopped talking. Say, yeah, these motherfuckers was here. And the Greeks and Romans rebelled against them, and they actually said that the Etruria, they started the shit. But the Spirit had already told me, the shit that said Etruscans. I said, now who the fuck are these motherfuckers? And the Spirit said, they the Greeks and the Romans. Them the original people who started the language. I said, oh, shit. Then when it went in there, they said, well, these people, they worship the goddess and the great mother. I said, stop right there. That can't be no white man. I said, because all black societies always have the great mother as the high deity, and the white societies didn't. Then I go and pick up the doggone Greek mythology, and Dr. Ben and John Henry Clark and all the scholars, Leonard Jeffries, they didn't go and study this shit, or they needed to go and restudy it, but you need to do things with your spirit and not intellect. The intellect will fail your motherfucking ass. It can only go so far. That's how you put the pieces together. Hmm? So, I pick up the Greek mythology, the book, Robert Graves' book, The Greek Myth, which is the definitive text. The first shit start off with a woman creating the motherfucking universe. I say, stop right there. That's got to be black. That if you understand history, the only people that ever had a woman as the most high is black people. This shit here can't be no white people shit. Ain't no white motherfucking people gonna put out, the woman started the damn universe. No, right there. And when they said Etruscans, I said, oh, I got it. The Greek language, we rebel against that. That's fundamentally black. It's just that we see later white people using it. And like damn Hakeem Bey said, half them damn statues over there, them motherfuckers was made 100 years ago. And then he said it in 94. Swear to God on the damn, on the history, on the Discovery Channel. They was talking about all these artifacts that's going, they're passing off being fake in the museums. People will spend $10 million to get it, And when they do the carbon date on it, so this shit was made in damn 1972. So they dug this big-ass Greek statue out of the damn Greek Ocean or Aegean Sea or wherever that shit was. And they, the bronze statue, and they did the carbon dated on it. They said this shit was made in 1972. That goes and bear witness to them motherfuckers. The Greek shit, a lot of the statues and all was black. And they damn tore them up and made them a history in the late 1800s. Hakeem Bey bear witness to that. You know, I was out here at North Lake Mall somewhere and buying me one of them old fucking them euros or gyros. And they had some real Greeks, and this nigga was selling me some shit, and he had hair like my girl here. Shit was nappy. I said, now wait a minute. Now common sense ought to tell me. If I'm looking at a motherfucker I think was 1995 and he got nappy hair like that, imagine what that motherfucker looked like 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago. They were black people. You see what I'm saying? They were doggone black people. You see, so that's the key. Now, let's go into this thing right now. What is the Typhonian thing? The Typhonian declined before the monuments of the early civilization and all. And this is the witness by fragments of magical, mystical lore once current in Egypt and the Far East. The tradition lingered on and became corrupt in passing epochs. The gradual attrition of the old age lineage of initiates, harassment of warring factions seeking temporal power at expenses of intemporal power, and space translating knowledge shifted the sparks that fueled the spring of ancient Egypt and represented fifthly over the centuries of alchemical writings in the West. So they said that basically this thing, it keeps popping back up over years and stuff. You just got to go to different places to get it. It's the most ancient thing. The Greek shit, because it's traced by the Etrurians, is some of the ancient stuff. So now let's go into this stuff to try to find out what this thing is. So we get the Handbook of Classical Mythology. Handbook of Classical Mythology. So we used to just pass this shit up because we thought it was white people shit. Now this shit is black people shit. Because ain't nothing out here but the black man. The Chinese motherfucker doing that karate, that's our shit. That's on the walls and temples. So they say, don't fuck with the damn Taekwondo. That ain't shit. You got to do the Kung Fu. Now the brother was talking, my brother said, because Taekwondo, if you get on the motherfucking damn telephone booth, you can't do shit with that shit. And you know most niggas jump your ass in hallways, in some close-knit spots. Taekwondo is pretty shit, but you can't do that shit. So the Kung Fu, you gotta get a motherfucker, you gotta beat a motherfucker ass like this. That's the real shit. So right there you got some ancient shit, and then you got some shit that's a graduation from that shit, you see. And I took that old Taekwondo bullshit back in the day. And all right. I think I got my ass whipped more in the damn karate era. You know the Bruce Lee era in the 1970s? I got my ass whipped more with that shit. You know. Because my first damn teacher had a brown belt. Ain't that a bitch? Well, shit, I was in Mullet, South Carolina. This the only motherfucker down there. Huey came to town with a brown belt. That month we had a damn near 50 people. And because he's the only motherfucker, he had white boys up. And we had an integrated class in the Deep South. Because that's the only way you're going to take it. This brown belt motherfucker had the whole town. And shit like that. You see. Then as we went on, some other bad niggas came up. But I think I got my ass whipped more back then. Now, let's deal with the Titans. Now listen to this. Typhos called the Titans the youngest son of Tartarus, Gaia. Now, let me get this right. Let me get this right. That's Typhos. That's another one. I'm going to get the Titans. Hold on. That's a person. I'm going ahead of myself. Here it is. Titanin. The Titans, the ancient deities of Greek mythology who ruled the world before the time of Zeus. Oh, shit now. Come on. Who ruled the world before the time of Zeus and the Olympian gods. Now, what did them motherfuckers do last year in the Olympics? They came to the Fulton County Stadium, and what they did, they did a damn ritual to Zeus, Jesus, to re-establish his tyrannical reign. Am I bullshit? No. Because we don't know nothing about nothing. We saw this, that's some pretty shit out there. That's some primitive shit. They did a ritual. That nigga up there talking some bullshit. Now, the shit in our backyard. Now the shit is coming home. Because when we get into this power of Satan, we'll tell you what you got to do. They did a ritual to Zeus. Well, who the fuck is Zeus? Let's listen. The Titans, an ancient deity. Now, you ain't got to get this one. The books, all of them say the same thing. The Robert Graves book, any book on Greek myths, you get it, they go into the same thing. Okay, then we're going to tell you who the devil is. We're going to go to the real story of the damn devil in a few minutes. Now, the Titans, ancient deities of Greek mythology who ruled the world before the time of Zeus and the Olympian gods. They were taught to be the children of Uranus, heaven, and Gaia, earth. Because remember now, in the Necronomicon shit, they say, well, this war in heaven, where was it fought? So this shit was fought right here on earth. Same earth, another dimension. Before the physical. Because the heaven that you think is up, Sirius, which is here, Sirius used to be the damn earth before it became physical. The heaven is right here. And the gods who used to rule in heaven was crushed up and put up under the earth. Let's go into this shit. See, Christianity been fucking us up. You see, and that's why the white man is doing this. Now, let's go on. Okay, I ain't going to break no more. Okay. They were taught to be the children of Uranus, heaven, and Gaia, earth. Chief among them was Kronos. The king with him was associated, the king. With him was associated Rhea, his wife, sometimes his sister. Iphitus, Aronas, Titus, Hierophon, Thymus, and others. In Greek times, they were believed to be a number of 12, as the Olympian deities were 12. The Titans were apparently to be the embodiment of powers of nature and of heaven and of earth and of sea. Kronos assisted his mother in overthrowing Uranus, who ruled in his state with Rhea, his sister. Now, okay, in fear of his sons would overthrow him, Kronos devoured all of his particular sons at birth. Now, that's spiritual in a way. Let me show you what that means. And I'm going to show it to you. See, when you read this shit, you got to think energy, or you'll be thrown off. Kronos was the father of Zeus and them. Okay? Kronos is up here on the heaven realm. Let me show you this. At first, when you think of it, you can't never look at this shit as literal. You got to look at it as energies, and you got to ask the Spirit to translate it for you. And every time I read it, the Spirit be in my head translating it. Well, this is this, and this is this, and this is this. Now, look at this. Look at this. This is the heaven realm. I want to. This is the heaven realm. I want to get this right here. Kronos, which is now Saturn. Kronos is up here. Kronos, having children, which is seeds, he would eat them and devour them at the birth. Now, if you talk about energy, if you at a high realm, you would devour your seed. It's like chaos. You would devour the energy because you don't want the energy to slip down here. You get it? To the lower realms. So you got to think of it that way. So they said that Kronos, who feared his sons would overthrow him, devoured them at birth. So in actuality, they was actually regenerating themselves on the heaven realm. You get it? We're talking science here. Now, regenerating it on themselves. Okay, now. Zeus, however, rescued by Gaia's help, soon made Kronos discourage his brothers. Then began the famous war against the Titans. Now, what this means is this. Let me break this down. You first had Uranus, and Uranus had a wife called Gaia. Heaven and earth, but it's the same earth. It's the energy that's in the earth. And let me break it down off of the word so you can understand it, get a flow on this thing. You had Uranus and Gaia. They gave birth to Kronos and Rhea. And Kronos and Rhea and 12 other damn Titan race of people. 12. Later on, Kronos and Rhea started devouring their children because they didn't want this shit to go down here. As a result, now, after a while, the story's going to start being familiar to you. As a result, Gaia and Rhea, mainly it was actually Rhea, just like the feminine energy. That's just the way it is. She felt sorry for the children, but you can't think of it as physical. You got to think of it as energy. So she tricked Kronos by giving him a rock one time when he was about to eat the last son, Zeus. And he swallowed the rock, and they carried Zeus off in swaddling clothing. Oh, goddamn it, where I hear that shit before? Wasn't that so-called king trying to kill the firstborn children? And the damn Jesus was born on a motherfucking manger and was carried off to Egypt in swaddling clothing? It's just an ancient story transferred on, so they kept the same Greek mythology of Zeus. Well, what the fuck did Zeus do? Let's see. After that, Zeus rebelled against all the damn Titans, his father's brothers, and all the ancient ones. And thus the Titan was apparently to be the embodiment of 12 powers. Now listen. Thus this began the famous war of the Titans against Zeus and his associate Olympus. Olympus now was strong, were the stronghold of Zeus. So basically, what happened was this. They had a war for 10 years. Zeus had another child by the name of Dionysus. The Titans came to Dionysus and gave him toys. This is mythology where we can explain the energy. And they chewed up Dionysus and devoured him. Zeus got mad and took a lightning bolt and crushed the Titans. And took the Titans and their dust, titanium, a titanic dust, satanic dust, and made humans out of the motherfuckers, which is us. So we are made up of the Titan, or the Satanic, or the Satanic, or the Typhonian race of people. You get this? The Typhonian race of people. Dionysus, which is Osiris, is another story, had a divine spark in him, and we even got that spark in us mixed with the Typhonian, or Titan dust, which is melanin. And in the melanin is one seed, which is a divine spark, which all that together make us illuminate. He chained them, the Titans, to the bottom of the earth called Tartarus. Later on, we call hell, or mental, which is the deep subconscious of your own mind. It's where you are. And they chained us to the bottom of the earth, Tartarus. Now, Zeus became the ruler of the damn world. Now, let's go on with this Titan thing so you can see some stuff here. Look. Who are the Titans? Okay. The Titans, I'm going to get this right here. Y'all bear with me now. In classical Greek mythology, we need to go back beyond the familiar pantheon of Zeus and the fellow Olympians to the gods who they overthrew, who were their parents, and who are known as Titans. So you worshiping Jesus, he the motherfucker got rid of your motherfucking monkey ass. Because that's Jesus, Jupiter. The realm of Jupiter. You getting it? I'm tying it in from last time. You getting it? How it all come together? How they giving you Jesus, 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 Jesus. You know, I'm really spiritual. As spiritually I go, I really has got more of a detestation for black people than I do white people. White people I understand now because they just are who they are. A dog is just a damn dog. You know what I'm saying? So you can't too much get mad at a damn dog and shit. The motherfucker is only being who he is made to be. Right? He's the son of a lower entity, and that's all he is. And that's all the hell he ever gonna be. I don't give a damn how much perfume and how much damn Armani suit they get up in there. They still say little racist shit when you get around them, even though they mean good. But it's their nature. You know when them crackers say some racist shit, they just say the shit without even thinking. It'd be like, they just to say some fucked up shit. You'd be like, that's some fucked up shit. But they be your best friend and they don't be saying the stuff to hurt you. That's just their nature. But I swear I get a hatred for black people. I got a serious goddamn complex for black people over the last year or so after being years and years of loving my damn people. That's good. Because we ain't that. We ain't black people. We getting stuck in that. We are divine chaos beings, titans, satans. Just basically the gods of the universe. You see? So I'm rebelling against the physical container that Zeus put us in. Now remember now, going back, I talked about the Gnosticism and how they had a child. They had a god that broke away from the ancient gods. I talked about Adalabra. And he broke away from the ancient gods and came down here and created the physical earth. Right? He created the physical earth. And when he created the physical earth, he trapped the souls down in it. And they had to take a higher soul to come down and dwell amongst the souls that was trapped to later on redeem that person. That person is Satan. You see, go and get the Devil's Advocate. See the movie Devil's Advocate? That's shit at the Dollar Flick now. It came next Monday. Go see the shit. It's at the Dollar Flick. He said, motherfucker, I'm your friend. I've been down here with you all the time. The God you talk about is an absentee landlord. They want to keep you down here all the damn time suffering. That's Zeus. That's Jesus. Why? Let's go on. The Titan race. The origins of the Titans, the giants gods, go back in time to a scenic background of the earth and sky. We're born of the primal earth. We're born of the actual primal earth. And there were 12 Titans in all, and these particular Titans was actually basically destroyed by Zeus. Zeus became a subordinate deity. That's the Adalabra that we talked about. Now, we know that Jesus is Adalabra. Anybody heard me talk about Adalabra, the subordinate deity, who is the embodiment of evil? Blavatsky, in her book, Blavatsky on the Gnostics, told the motherfuckers in 1800. She said Jesus was Adalabra, the incarnation of Adalabra, who is this embodiment of evil. I don't want to say the word Satan. I'll just say the embodiment of evil as you know it. It's going to have to take another evil to get his ass off of us. And Jesus, Blavatsky said it in her book, Blavatsky on the Gnostics. In another book called The Gnostic Tree of Gnosis, it says that the Hebrews the Hebrews anointed by Rome, or even you talk about the Jews, because fucking Josephus and them helped them with that shit. They say the Messiah anointed by the Jews or Rome is the motherfucking damn false Messiah. And he is a subordinate deity. The true Messiah will come, but is yet to come, but will come. You get it? That's why even the Jews now don't even deal with that shit. That's Metatron. We're going to get into that in a few minutes. Now, let's get it in a few minutes. Now, let's go on. Anyway, once the Titans was crushed and their bodies or their dust was made into humans, Zeus and his gods started ruling over us with an iron hand. Whereas one time on the particular planet, they were saying in the mythology, we didn't need to grow nothing. We could produce shit out of thin air because we had the spiritual realm to do it. Now we had to till the soil and become hunters and gatherers and slaves to a subordinate deity. Get where I'm coming from? Then later, something happened. And this is what you need to understand at this particular time on what happened here. And this is what happened. Here come a person by the name of Prometheus. And let's find out who Prometheus is. Try to find out who Prometheus is. Then come a person by the name of Prometheus. Prometheus, son of a Titan, so-and-so, so on. I'm going to get to the particular part. After the war of the Titans, they had one Titan that he kind of chilled in the background. He made like he was helping Zeus and them kill the Titans, but they let him live, and they let another Titan live. As a result, he was like an agent. Although the Titans was ruling, and I'm going to tell you who the Titans are. The Titans is motherfucking Ra in Egypt. The Titans is the daytime gods. The real true gods is the dirt gods. They up under the ground. The gods that rule the forces of nature is our enemy. That's our enemy. You take nature. Nature will come and nature will kill up some stuff, but nature don't have the energy to kill itself and kill the earth. It can't destroy itself. That means it's going to have to take another God that's going to rebel against nature and everything else. And now that's what we got to do. We got to change everything. We got to rebel against everything on the earth. We got to do this stuff quick. Hopefully in a matter of damn months if everything go right. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to get disgusted with my damn self. Now, let me explain this to you. Y'all all right? Here comes Prometheus. What Prometheus does is this. Prometheus hanging out with Zeus. Zeus and them said they were going to help mankind a little bit. They gave mankind a sacred bull. That's a certain energy. That represents melanin or something like that. So what Zeus did, they put him over the program of the sacred bull. So what Zeus did is cut up the bull and gave the best parts to mankind. That's talking about melanin. If you understand bull, Osiris, and what they're talking about energies. So Zeus was giving them the best shit behind their back. Prometheus. So then Prometheus went up and stole some fire from the gods and brought it back down to mankind so mankind can have the fire. So when you read the mythology, you think they're talking about fire, like you burning fire. No, it was talking about the Kundalini energy. See, giving them back the stuff so these Titans can rise up, because, see, Prometheus is a Titan too. As a result, Zeus became angered and threw Prometheus out of heaven. Now, where did we hear this story before? No, you hear this story in the Bible. Lucifer, right? The light bearer. The original Lucifer, which the Christian version is a distorted version, but it comes from the Greek version. And the original Lucifer was Prometheus, who stole fire from the heaven to give to the man, give to man so man could have fire. You understand where I'm coming from? Which is the energy. As a result, they threw Prometheus down in torturous too, and chained him to a rock for 1,000 years. Remember they said about they chained Satan down, and this eagle was tearing off of Satan's flesh, or Prometheus' flesh, ate his liver. But Prometheus had another secret. He knew of a secret of a person that had a baby for Zeus. A woman had a baby for Zeus, and it was prophesied that this baby would later on rise up and overthrow Zeus. And Prometheus had the story and had a secret, and Zeus tried to get Prometheus to give him the secret along with the fire thing. There's several versions. And he wouldn't give him the secret, and he chained him down and had to what you call it, to eat from his liver, the eagle. Later on, Hercules rises up and goes down and frees Zeus, Prometheus. So Hercules is also Zeus' son. So by him freezing Prometheus in the Greek mythology, he's in fact overthrowing Zeus. Now, let's go into some stuff right now so you can understand something. The ancient god in Egypt is called Set or Set Typhon. If you go to Typhon in the Greek mythology, he's a seven-headed monster with several heads, 100 heads. And he comes up because Gaia got mad because Zeus, that she freed, he came down here and started ruling shit. And ruling over the people and trapping the souls in heaven because heaven is down here. Y'all getting this? She sends a fierce monster called Typhon. Zeus is so scared of this monster, Zeus hauls the fuck ass. Get the hell on him and all the rest of the Olympian gods, and they go to Egypt and he becomes Amun-Ra. That's based on the Greek shit. So now we got to rebel against all gods we was worshiping. All of them. You see what I'm saying? Because we hide in them. We the Allah. We the Layla. We the Sut. Now, this Typhon is also, all of these Typhon, Set, Prometheus, all forms of our energy, which later on called Satan. Now, let's go into some stuff right now. We're going to deal, which leads us to this. Now, if you want to get this, you want to get this book. Get this book. I've been telling you get these books for years. People were scared as hell of it. Now the book is back out now. It's got a new cover on it. People couldn't take this cover. They got this white boy, he got a damn nun and a priest chained down. It's called Pacts with the Devil. Oh, you hear that? Oh man, oh God. Pacts with the Devil. And then you get some red. That shit scared the hell out of me when I first heard it. And I'm supposed to be doggone trained for this stuff. Because the fundamentalism is always with you. It's worse than crack. Now, it's called Pacts with the Devil. S. Jason Black and Christopher Hyatt, Ph.D. The Prometheus story is up in here. Now, this book just came back out, but they're going to take it off soon. They got them at Tower Records. You can get them here. They got them at, you can get this book all over now. Borders everywhere selling Pacts with the Devil. You better get it, because it's going to come out. When the printing sell out, they ain't going to print it no more. Listen. Okay, now look. In here, they got something called the third eye of Lucifer. Well, we got the third eye. So what is Lucifer? The mystery of Lucifer. Lucifer comes from Prometheus, and Prometheus stole fire in a tube and brought it to the man. The tube is the Kundalini. Is the Kundalini energy. Right? At the top of the tube, which is later on the Olympic torch. At the top of the tube is fire, which is the pineal gland. Lucifer simply means the pineal gland. And you the fallen ones. Now, third eye of Lucifer. Okay, then let's go to the original story of the original Lightbringer.